Most people begin meditation expecting immediate peace, but the moment they close their eyes, they find themselves in the middle of a storm. Instead of silence, the mind brings up an embarrassing mistake from years ago or an urgent worry about tomorrow's bills. The internal noise seems to get louder, not quieter. Faced with this chaos, the ego concludes that meditation is simply impossible for a busy brain. This frustration causes most people to walk away before they ever experience the depths. Neuroscientists call this the default mode network. It is the brain's biological autopilot, a restless mode occupying most of our waking hours. In this state, you identify completely with every impulse. When anxiety arises, you become it, reacting as if it were your core identity. Trying to forcefully stop these thoughts is a mistake. Using the mind to fight the mind only creates more turbulence, keeping you trapped in the very network you are trying to quiet. True meditation is the science of changing your relationship to the noise. If the mind is an ocean, you cannot stop the waves by fighting them. You have to learn how to dive beneath them. The descent begins by moving your focus away from the thoughts and onto the physical sensation of the breath. This simple anchor allows you to sink just below the surface. You enter a state called sati, or mindfulness. An anxious thought might still appear, but you watch it float by like a cloud, rather than being swept away by the wind. This creates a new perspective. If you are the one observing the thoughts in your head, then you cannot be the thoughts themselves. This is the birth of the observer. The ego's grip loosens as you recognize that you are the vast, untouchable sky in which the weather of the mind happens. As you observe, your brain waves slow down. The high-frequency beta waves of active thinking give way to deep, rhythmic theta waves. In this depth, called samadhi, the inner dialogue runs out of fuel. The voice in your head goes quiet, replaced by total absorption. Physical boundaries begin to dissolve. You lose the sensation of where your body ends and the air begins, while time disappears. By stepping out of the physical world's sensory demands, you enter a radiant emptiness, a space where stress and history lose their hold on you. The final descent reaches the floor of the ocean, pure awareness. This state exists beyond mere relaxation or the absence of thought. Here, the final barrier collapses. Without the self to separate observer from observed, the distinction between your consciousness and the world around you vanishes. You experience awareness as a shared quality. The consciousness in your eyes is the same awareness in every living being, the universe observing itself. Within this universal connection, the individual fears of failure or death lose their meaning. You are the infinite canvas upon which the entire cosmos is painted. Eventually, the meditation ends. You must open your eyes and return to the surface to navigate the complexities of daily life, work, and relationships. However, the person who returns to the shore is different. When you encounter traffic, insults, or sudden stress, your internal landscape remains altered. You find yourself watching the chaos with a quiet smile. You recognize the surface storm for what it is, knowing that the stillness of the depths remains untouched just beneath it. This profound peace is always available. It is a space you can access at any moment, simply by taking a single conscious breath.